If you've got only 1 week to study for the digital SAT, do not panic, I've got you, and I know exactly how you can get 1500 and above. Stay with me. 1 week is little time to be preparing for the entire digital SAT, but I've got you because I was able to do it and come out with a score of 1520. So I believe you can do it in 1 week, 2 weeks, and even come out with a way higher score. So if you want to get a 1500 plus on your digital SAT in under 1 week, the first thing that you have to be doing is you have to take a lot of timed practice tests. Yes, so the College Board Blue Book app has about 6 practice tests, and they get progressively harder, so you need to start taking them now. So by the time you take test 4, 5, 6, you'll be closer to the exam. You understand? Another thing that you need to be doing is you have to review your practice tests. When you get questions wrong, you look at the right answer, you look at the explanation for the answer. You understand? And you can also use Study, which is a website you can use on your phone. So you know the Blue Book app only works on your laptop or your iPad or your MacBook. But Study is a website that you can visit on your mobile phone for practice tests. That is if you do not have access to a laptop, a Windows 10 laptop, your MacBook or an iPad. So make use of Study as well. You can use it to review the practice tests, just like you use Blue Book. Another thing that you need to be doing is to make use of the College Board question bank, because if you have 1 week to the test, College Board will start releasing new questions into their question bank, and these are the questions that you should be expecting to see on your digital SAT. Because trust me, the questions that are going to come on the digital SAT, they are not new questions, they are questions that are on the question bank. So you need to frequent the question bank. You get what I'm saying? And also, another thing you need to do if you want to score a 1500 on digital SAT is to familiarize yourself with the Blue Book interface and the Blue Book resources. You understand? So you know you're going to be using the Blue Book for the digital SAT. So you're supposed to familiarize yourself with the interface, know how to use the decimals calculator, which will be available for you on test day, because it's a graphing calculator. It can literally do almost anything, but you should also familiarize yourself with almost all the concepts, especially in math, because there are some questions that are just not decimosable. Anyway, you should also learn how to flag questions for review later, so that when you have time you come back to the question. I don't know if I'm making sense. You should also, yes, there's also an eliminating tool on the Blue Book app that you can use to eliminate options. You understand what I'm saying? Another thing you should do is to create a realistic study schedule. So if you know you have the digital SAT, you need diligence, discipline, and sometimes this may be hard to come by. So I suggest that you either create a schedule by yourself, looking at the time you have left and then the concepts you have to study, or you can create a crackdate account where you can, I don't know if it's called crackdate or cracked IT, whatever. So where you can input the score you want to get and the time you have left and your last test score, and they create a realistic schedule for you, but you have to pay for that. So I suggest you do it yourself. And also, yes, you have the digital SAT in less than a week, you want to score 1500 and above. Tell me why your TikTok For You page is not all about the digital SAT. Please make your TikTok For You page all about the digital SAT, because if new questions even come to the question bank and you've not seen them, there is someone on TikTok who has seen it. The person will come and tell you. There are a lot of resources like TikTok. Someone will just teach you something you don't know about the SAT. And then another thing that you should do is you should make sure you master the use of commonly tested punctuation marks like the comma, semicolon, colon, hyphen, period, brackets. Yes, you should master those ones. You should learn about the fanboys and the comma. You should learn about these linking words like however, subsequently, similarly, those things. And also you should learn new SAT vocabulary, their meanings, synonyms online, because SAT also tests your vocabulary. So we are going to do that. And another thing that you should be doing is to study unfamiliar concepts on Khan Academy. Listen, it's fine when you solve certain practice questions, you review and you still don't get the concept. You need to go and study the concepts seriously, critically on Khan Academy, and come back and solve the questions. That way you are assured of in-depth understanding. Another thing I think you should do is you are supposed to pray. Pray, because if your practice tests are not going well, that doesn't necessarily mean your SAT won't go well as well. Hear me out. On my practice test, I was getting low, not low, but okay scores. I was getting 1370. My highest was 1410, and on the SAT I had 1520. So what you get on the practice test is not an absolute reflection of what you get on the digital SAT itself. However, you're supposed to have confidence. Listen, yes, 1 week is little time, but you can still do it if you follow this Khan Academy. You are doing practice questions, you are reviewing, you are learning new words, you are seeing SAT all over your TikTok. Listen, there is no way you are failing. So another thing I want you to do is take a leap of faith. Write in the comment section what you want to score on your SAT, and when you are done with the SAT, come back with feedback on how your SAT went. And also you can tell me when your scores are out, when your scores are released. Come and tell me what you got. Take a leap of faith, know that you've gotten this. So as I said, have confidence on Thursday and everything is going to be all right. Love you all. Bye. It's Mama. Thanks for watching and subscribe.